Hello everybody, this is Audrey for Les Mixeurs, still at ADE in this beautiful hotel arena and with the legendary Fedde Le Grand. How are you?
Pretty good.
So tonight you're playing at the arena for the Darklight Sessions. I want to know, how do you feel?
Well, to be honest, this is one of the nights I always look forward to because because in Amsterdam we have so many DJs here. Like usually a lot of guys just drop by, play a few records. So it's almost like you're doing like an old school friends party, and just everyone drops in, comes by, and so usually it's just a lot of fun. So this is one of the nights I look forward to the most.
Okay, what have you prepped for this party?
You mean artist-wise or set-wise?
Set-wise.
Set-wise. Well, I usually do a bit more because that's kind of how it started, and I always stuck with that. It's usually a bit more housey, a little bit more underground, and I also program that way. Also because that's something you can't play everywhere anymore, but since I think this is the 10th year or something we do it, like everyone kind of knows that that's what we do on IDE, so yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about new music. You've just released a new track which is called Wonder Years.
Yep.
Can you tell us more about it?
What do you want to know?
I want to know everything.
Everything. Well, actually, like usually it's the case that you make a piece of music and then you send it around because you're looking for top line. That's usually the case. But in this case, actually the top line was pitched to me, and actually my manager sent it to me in an app, and something went wrong, and I just could hear these like little glitches and pieces. I was like, but even though then I could still this might be something. So I asked her right away, can you email that and see how it is? And just fell in love with the vocal right away. And then sometimes it's easier and sometimes it's harder because you have this beautiful vocal, and then you kind of have to find the right jacket or the right shoes, however you want to see, but something that fits that vocal. So, but I think in the end result is great. It's kind of a fragile, sort of sensitive song, and I think that the both things, the music and the lyrics and the voice just complement each other.
Yeah,
so I think it worked out great. Yeah.
Okay, really interesting. And when do you usually make music? When and where?
I think it's something that's always going on. Especially now it's so easy because you have your laptop with you. I to be honest, I can't do like a full production, on my headphones and in the plane, and so at some point I always be in the studio to do the finishing, the finishing up, especially the mix and stuff. But it's just that's the thing. Inspiration can kind of hit you. And usually when you're doing something or not doing that much, so which is a lot of times on the plane actually. So it's so easy if you can just get your laptop out and do a little sketch and a little idea, and then when I get back to the studio, I finish the whole thing. Okay.
And what do you think of the evolution of your musical style since you've begun this job?
Well, I hope it's gotten better, but that's.
How do you manage to I don't know, to find the good music at the good time?
I think it's a few things. From the start, actually, or well, not the start, but from the moment I got my big break, more or less, I decided never to do the same thing more than 3 times.
Okay.
Because then I think in the end, and it might take a year or 2 years or 3 years, you will become a victim of your own sound, because people then are so used to you doing just that.
Then you can't change.
No.
Yeah.
And so that was my decision, but I've been super fortunate that my fans have always accepted that. They have never, they might like one song better than the other, obviously, which is normal. But they always accept that I'll do solid club tracks, what they expect from me, and what I want to make, because I love to play it out. But if I do something completely different once in a while, it's fine, and I love them for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And according to you, what is your best track?
The one I'm gonna make tomorrow.
Ah, I like this answer. So what's next for you?
Well, first try to survive ADE, but but we're halfway through, so no. Yeah, that's that's the thing for now, and then there's still a lot of touring in the rest of the year, of course. A lot of studio work, so after this I have like a solid week to be in the studio. I did 2 shows here in Holland called Grand, and we're working on the 3rd one. And that's also the one that's going to tour. So those are like the big things, I think, for the coming years. There's a few interesting collaborations coming up. And I think that's all we can still squeeze into this year. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to finish this interview with like funny and short questions. I want to know, in what would you like to be reincarnated as?
A dog.
Oh, really?
I think that would be awesome.
A big or
Everyone loves you. You can hang around the whole day, eat.
That's nice.
Well, we have a dog in the office, so I know how it looks like. So, yeah.
Okay. A skill that you would like to master apart from music, of course.
I would love to speak more languages. I love Russian, Italian, French, because I speak like 20 words French, but that's about it. And so I just love it, but I just can't find the time.
What can you say in French?
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Oh,
Ouais.
nice.
And like my favorite word is la planche à voile.
Where did you learn that?
In school. That's the only thing I remember about school. And I used to do la planche à voile. Yeah. So.
An actor that would play you in a movie about you.
That's always a hard one. Now, I think some people might say Matt Damon or something, which I can accept, but I would rather someone have, I don't know, like Al Pacino play me or something. Just being a mean old bastard or something. Yeah, that's what I would like. But maybe in a few years, to get meaner and older, and then we'll get there.
And last one, the weirdest thing that you've eaten on tour.
The whatest thing?
The weirdest thing.
The weirdest thing. That's a good one. I had to get used to kangaroo a little bit. Mainly the idea. Ate some crocodile as well. Didn't really like that, to be honest. And I think that's as weird as it gets, because the thing is, you kind of want to try out stuff, but you kind of also want to not get sick. So it's always a fine balance to find on tour. But what I still want to eat is the blowfish. And you have to do it in Japan, I think, or mainly I think you can do it in Australia, but but I haven't found the time or the courage.
Yes, there's one DJ that told me that he tried and he said it was awful.
But at least he can say he tried it.
That's
what it's about. So I want to try that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for this interview.
Thank you.
Bye.